Hello everybody, once again Lino here and back again with more nonsense for Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. This round we are going to look at the main character. No, not you buddy, Dante. I believe a lot of you beginners, just like me, have problems timing the Royal Guard action to get his rage charged up. So let me give some insights on when to tap that damn guard button. Royal Guard is my favourite style in all the DMCs which I played, and frustratingly enough, the timing here isn't like that from the other full games. So you can't expect to use the timing just like what you see in Street Fighter 3's parry system timing. Okay, let's get it on. Since I don't have him after furiously putting for so many weeks, I will have to use the practice round in the practice arena just to show you how I do his timing. From here, you can see I timed the guard about 0.3 to 0.5 seconds before getting hit. So we will have to anticipate based on the attack animation. Also, you can see when Dante is being mobbed by maybe 2 or 3 attacks, I just held on to the guard button after the first perfect guard has been initiated. Once again, we cannot expect this mobile game system to support the insane timing of Street Fighter 3's parry timing. So just hold the button and not drop your combo ranking for more points. Ah, what the heck, as though it gives extra points. There is a slight derp moment here, panicked as I was looking away for a second. I keep moving the camera angle as well so you can see that I can see multiple enemy attacks coming from different areas, allowing me to anticipate in a better manner from the surroundings. You can see there is a slight mistiming which resulted in a lower rage charge. But don't worry, the style meter still builds up and you can still get the counter attack. Always look at your attack button after each guard or perfect guard to power those pitiful souls down. Just a show-off video here to show how I completed his subject exam. It is purely based on anticipating the enemy's attacks. You will just need 2 perfect guards to clear, which it is simple since there are 3 mobs coming at you. So for the too long never read kind of people, read the attack animations and hit the guard button about 0.3 to 0.5 seconds before the attack lands to get the perfect guard. And don't bother thinking of multiple perfect guards immediately after one another. It doesn't work in this game here. Thank you all for slogging through this video again. Reach please that like button, share and subscribe so I can do more experimentation on videos here. Till next time, happy gaming and jackpot!
Oh my devil trigger, it brings the darkness that's within.
and welcome to another weekly video of Lionel's questionable decisions in Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Finally, a new banner, blazing Tempest Dante. The long-awaited Agni and Buddha style of Dante. He brings in fire and wind damage into the fray. Based on my initial testing and assessment, he seems very much like a support unit by reducing demon defense and increasing fire damage in the lineup and for himself. But I'm a little conflicted after getting him, as he didn't really live up to what I thought he's capable of. Maybe Endless Judgment, Count Thunder and Eternal Nightmare has spoiled us with the amount of damage they are throwing out. But let's see what he is capable of. Another thing to note, why are all the paid Dantes in here wearing anything but red? Bruh, did Capcom and Nebula Joy have colour blindness or something? Since you have seen me getting hunters in all banners, but you have not seen the craftiness in the drop rates, enjoy this part of the video here.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Bless me with a leaf off of the tree. On it I see the freedom ray. We are falling. The light is calling. Tears inside me, calm me down. Midnight calling, mist of resolving.
So, were the drop rates good? Absolutely not. Let's get back to business. As an attacker, you will want to keep his attack as high as possible, so throw in the usual attack increase cards. At first I thought of having tons of MP regen, which will help in keeping him in his Devil Trigger form. Alas, it doesn't work here. So what I can think of building him will be based on attack and support hybrid. Thus there are some defensive elements in his cards. Don't be mistaken that I have a lousy card luck in it. Let's look at his basic damage output. As you can see here, he can dish out decent damage and his Devil Trigger form increases the damage by about 30%, which is only good if you are in a clutch to finish some time missions. Unlike Devil Bringer, the damage increase is not significant enough and there are no additional abilities, which in a way sort of makes it not desirable. An interesting skill he has is Aerial Assault. He jumps to the back of the enemy and does a shit ton of damage, but it feels as though you did nothing since there is no hit shown. Did Capcom forget about the animation? This is a good mix-up combo for normal combo, dash in, aerial assault and continue a normal combo. Rinse and repeat to deal some decent damage. Next we look at his Whirlwind and Jet Stream skills. These are your main spamming skills. Both attacks deal good damage and hits fast, excellent for removing multi-hit shield demons and increase that fire damage taken by demons. Sadly, you can't really spam these skills as they have disgustingly long cooldown period, and no amount of upgrading reduces its cooldown. Why Capcom, why? You would have been an extremely good damage dealer by spamming these skills, but no! This could have been a big game changer and finally a strong fire damager, but alas. And finally for his support skills. At SS, he boosts fire damage by 25% as long as he is in the lineup, and he provided some fire imperial and attack boost with Devil Triggers, Whirlwind and normal Whirlwind. So what have we learned today? Blazing Tempest Dante is to be used as a support attacker, since Capcom and Nebula Joy have taken the joy out of him. He is highly recommended for Wales, for his SS skill to boost the fire team, which makes him more of a secondary unit. For F to P, use him to remove multi-hit shield demons. Increase fire damage taken by them and switch out to Feast of Salvation or Devil Bringer. Even their QT hits much harder than Blazing Tempest Dante. Thank you all my friends for listening through this seemingly disappointing banner. But at least we have something new to fool around with. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to another weekly rerun video of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, continuing the trend of making questionable decisions for this game. What the shit, another rerun again. This round for Deadweight Nero and full of shit Dante. I will just skip past Deadweight since he is absolutely disappointing for me everywhere. So instead, let's do Feast of Salvation. He has his uses for co-op raids, which I will explain in this video. Speaking of which, is Capcom going to continue doing a 2-week new Hunter banner and followed by 2 weeks of not wanting players' money? What are they thinking? Why are they not chasing up to the China server? Why is Global Street Fighter Duel getting the Devil May Cry 5 collab so early? Why are they thinking of the 69th Resident Evil remake instead of DMC6? Why am I still playing this game? So I can make stupid content and make fun of this game. We all know he is good in armor breaking, but do you all know when to use his ulti in co-op raids? I see everyone just spamming it whenever it is ready, but actually it is definitely not the case. Using Baah as the usual boss punching bag, let me explain how his ulti helps as the ultimate support. Once a teammate gets eaten, go right to the fatty's face and use his Sin Rising Dragon. See how he immediately removes the shield and the others can just kick his ass? That is what his ulti is meant for, people. Stop spamming for the sake of spamming for shit's sake. Once Ice Maze appears, use his Fist attacks to quickly remove the shield. Realize I always keep his Fist attacks? That is because Feast of Salvation is meant to be a support and breaker in co-op, not a damage dealer. Please don't try hard. If you see yourself being a hot damage dealer, quit and join another raid. But I'm not sure about grade 26 though, that could be a different story. While positioning Fist of Salvation for his ulti, make sure you dash near to Baah before triggering it. You can see I whiff badly when I'm not close enough. So now you all understand how he works? He is not meant to dish out damage in raids. He is meant to remove shields and provide support. If you think you are going to use him to deal damage in a raid, oh boy, do I have bad news for you. Thank you all for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe while I wait patiently for the supposed Cerberus Dante coming out next week. A very sus 1 gig update of crap shit happened after the maintenance and nobody knows why. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to another weekly video of Lionel's questionable decisions in Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Another rerun again. One man show Dante. Huh? What the hell, man, Capcom and Nebula Joy? Your way of running events is by giving us a shitty banner rerun with a nerfed slots game? For Pete's sake, at least give us some... Oh, wait, there's a new media raid. Yay! But anyway, one man show can't be used in this raid. Baah will show some useful things that he's capable of. By the way, who the hell is Pete? Why is everyone using his name in vain? One of life's greatest mysteries. As a focused electric type armor breaker, his main purpose in the game is to go up against those nasty red shield demons. He is still usable against multi-hit demons like Fallen Chorus and Weeping Banshee as well with his Take a Spin. And that is the main skill you want to use all the time. And there is a small hack which I will explain further in the game. So for his cards, he won't be doing much damage due to his support nature. I would recommend going for HP and defense if possible, but some electric damage definitely won't hurt. MP regen helps a lot since he'll be spamming Take a Spin and his ulti whenever possible, just like how Devil Crusher Virgil works. Looking at his kit, it focuses on shield breaking while providing support, but all his support skills are stuck behind a paywall. Look at this: S+, SS, SS+, SSS? Bro, all these buffs are also not exciting. Look at it! Just look at it! 25% damage increase for 7 seconds! What? Come on, who will want to get him to SSS just for a mini buff? Or how about, I don't know, throw Swift Arsenal in and get a bigger boost without any activation? So I would only recommend him as a armor breaker if you don't have the core ones like Devil Crusher, Feast of Salvation, Eternal Nightmare and so on. Okay, let's calm down for a second. The main part of his armor breaking abilities. It is really very good, especially his Take a Spin affects all mobs around him and still do decent damage. And the good thing is, he can jump cancel while he is performing Take a Spin halfway, since the animation makes him open to being attacked. Continuing on his Take a Spin, I just chanced upon it as I was spamming the dodge button which I mentioned earlier. It can actually be done twice in a row, back to back, so you can remove shields faster from multi-hit shield demons. Interesting, isn't it? Let's see what lessons we can take away from this video today. Capcom and Nebula Joy, stop being lazy and give us the long-awaited Agni and Rudra banner next week. Based on the possibility of getting his Hell weapon from raid, don't use one-man show for damage dealing. Use him for armor breaking, and I strongly urge you not to open your wallet to upgrade his grade. He is a good to have armor breaker, not crucial, and a very situational shitty buffer after spending tons of money. Thank you all for watching this lousy rerun video. Like, share and subscribe for more disappointing videos until proper banners return. Till next time, Happy hunting and hope for Agni and Rudra to appear next week. Hello and welcome to another Hunter for Lionel's Devil May Cry Pick of Combat video, re-evaluating life decisions in playing this game. This time we have the one, the legend, the Demon Hunter. For shit's sake, get lost, Nero. Peerless legend Dante. Finally we have a useful Dante and he feels he has enough of this game's shit. Look at that damn face. Based on King Cerberus' fighting style, I believe everyone expected his Bruce Lee nunchaku wielding style, but we get the majority of Monkey God Staff ass kicking version. Even though he's a mix of fire and electric, I dare say his focus is a lot more on the fire side, since he likes to monkey around. How good is he here? Actually really not bad, but on paper he is good. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Since I mentioned on him to be focused primarily on fire attacks, put Pluton on him and use the usual MP regen. Why MP regen? His ulti sucks. Ah, young Padawan, much to learn you have. His ulti deals low dot damage, but you can keep attacking even after the ulti have triggered. It is the same idea as Trish, throw out 2 lightning slams and do normal attacks. Here you ulti, applause, do your combo and it racks up the MP bar extremely fast. So after the combo is done, the ulti is ready to do a barrel roll. See the damage potential? It is spectacular, isn't it? It is similar to Count Thunder and Trish at S, and these two are the highest based on this. But in reality, is it really good? In PvE, yes, he is very good in AoE and crowd control. His hot staff will vacuum in all surrounding mobs for you to kick their ass. So the best skill for PvE against multiple demons. Use a mix of this, ulti and applause to get the best effect and damage. All good, no bad. Are you sure? Against co-op bosses, he is just meh. On Baah, he is quite decent, but on other bosses, I don't think so. Since co-op is the main endgame content, you won't be seeing him around very often. So what have we learned today, my friends? Yes, Dante has enough of this game's shit and openly expresses his dismay. He is a very strong damage dealer, but his weakest is his air game and against co-op. But if you want to have him monkeying around all over the place, why not? Thank you all again for slogging through the whole video. Like, share and subscribe while I ponder what else I can do with this old man. Till next time, happy gachaing and game on! Hello and welcome to another weekly shenanigans of Lionel's Devil May Cry Pick of Combat video. You want to question life decisions? Look no further but at this channel. Since we are still into Peerless Legend Dante's event, I will continue to fool around with the old man in co-op raids. And a quick recap, my old man's card set is full Pluton, and a focus on MP regen so we can spam his ulti as much as possible. Initially I thought he is going to work well in Baah and Media. Boy oh boy am I wrong. So in reality, damage count on training stage is never accurate. It is showing much higher damage to my other big boys, but yet, he is easily outshined by Devil Crusher in Baah. So let's see how useful he is in co-op. A big disclaimer is old man is only at S. My staff are catered towards the free-to-play crowd, so you guys will know which hunter to prioritize before you dive head in. For Hellfilth, you guessed it, he sucks ass. His aerial attack sucks, his normal attacks are slow, and he can't dish out damage fast enough. If there is no Eternal Nightmare here, I think I'll take the full 10 minutes to finish off Hellfilth. Moving on to the Fat Frog, he fares a little better here. His combo B is good for Ice Mace, and his AoE ulti really helps with getting rid of those small froggy things rolling around like a useless panda. At least I get to do the ulti, applause, and hot stuff combo that deals really quite a fair bit of damage. He's just absolute trash for Media and Peerless. His attack animation just doesn't let him dash cancel to stay away from their damage, and there is absolutely nothing he can bring into these fights. I really want him to be able to do something at least, but guess what? Capcom would rather make Resident Evil 7 remake than think of how to make other hunters besides starting with a letter V to be usable. Another disappointment again, isn't it, my friends? I very much would like to have him usable in co-op when he has so much combo capabilities in DMC4 and DMC5. But he just falls flat when he doesn't have a good window for dash cancel to stay alive while fighting the bosses. Please, even Devil Crusher has a much better dash cancel window and is free for shit's sake.
Bruh.
Once again, thank you all for watching and feel disappointed. Like, share and subscribe while we all question our life decisions as we continue on our journey in this game, and wait for another 10 years for DMC6. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Pick of Combat. Back with extremely questionable decisions after wasting countless co-op raids using Nero Knight of the Order. After 2 months of nothingness, Capcom and Nebula Joy has finally brought us to the promised land of Gunslinger Dante. Hyped up by so many players, does he live up to his name? And surprisingly, yes he does. Normally range hunters in these games suck ass, but he is an absolute exception. With a dumb ass name of claw marks for his signature weapon, his fighting style here is very similar to DMC3's version of Gunslinger, only with his weapon rotation being a little clunky, which you will see further along the video, especially when weapon rotation is encouraged for the damage buff. Before I let him bring freedom to the demons, it is gacha time! The usual disappointing loss of the 50-50. My one-man show is already an EX thanks to nonsense like this. And at least I didn't have to break the bank from my jam stash to finally get Gunslinger. And for claw marks, the saving of 90 tickets over the past 2 months made it less painful when I got Revered Mountain at the first 50-50 charts. Here he has 3 stances, dual pistols, shotgun and rocket launcher. Hey, I didn't make this up! They didn't bother to use the weapon names like Ebony and Ivory, Coyote and Kalina Ann. If you want to dispute it, talk to the big man. Mom said it was okay. The most versatile stance is his dual pistol, which allows him to move when he shoots and the hits are instantaneous. The attacks are fast and charges up his style skill rocket laser cannon, which I will explain later on its use. He has a charge shot dual pistol rainstorm, and this is his main arsenal of attack. You'll be using this very often since it provides AoE damage, and it also has a large number of hits and also effective shield breaker. What is it not to love about? The only bad thing is the charge will only happen if you have not initiated an attack and also not in the air. So it is best to always stay on the move and release the pain. He has his launcher skill dual pistol rocking star. But let's face it, are you going to use it in content besides looking cool? The game doesn't give a shit about style points. The shotgun stance is for upfront and personal damage dealing, like going in and do a Zangief foul driver. It provides good knockback with shotgun barrel assault and shotgun one shot. Useful for pushing away mobs that need a girlfriend but have awkward social skills. The bad thing is, it has very limited use except to cycle through the stances for the extra damage. So don't expect to see this being used often. Now comes the rocket launcher. This is usually used after triggering rocket laser weapon, which works after 50 hits from his dual pistols or shotgun. It provides a damage buff and deals a decent amount of damage. Only problem is it has selective invincibility. If Baah wants to devour when you perform this, he will fail. But if his normal attack hits you, you take damage. See the big question mark floating over everyone's head? Plus the range is extremely deceptive. You will whiff if you do it too far away, so take note of this. Back to the rocket launcher. A good armor breaker and it deals high damage when it connects. Except there is a delay since the rocket must fly to the enemies to land. The best is when you do rocket intense blast, follow it up with a few rocket seeking missiles which you can juggle the enemy and switch back to dual pistols. It works well against even bosses since the damage is really commendable. His ulti, Mortar Strike. Holy shit, the damage is insane. 7000% damage and it is AoE like bro. This is really a nuclear strike. It is good if it lands, but how about if it doesn't? And remember to time it well, since there is a huge animation lag time on top of the flying missile to the enemy. What have we learned today, my friends? Gunslinger Dante has definitely lived up to the hype like Bruno Mars collab with Blackpink. He is a strong damage dealer from a distance and very beginner friendly at S, exactly like Endless Judgment. He doesn't really have any combo rotation, but let's be real, it can barely be used outside of training stage since the enemies either die before the combo finishes or you are facing end content co-op bosses. And finally, we get a very usable Dante since the start of the game, and he is holding his own very well in co-op bosses, which will be shown next week. Thank you all for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more nonsense on my channel, and I will continue to make fun of new hunters when they appear. And please Capcom and Nebula join. 2 more months for a new hunter is impossible, man. Let us have more fun. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Making regrettable decisions while running with the ultimate Dante, Gunslinger Dante. He has not disappointed since last week with his ability to surpass Metal Gear. He can shoot at demons without them noticing from afar. But where is the fun in that? He goes around shooting with his shotgun and rocket launcher. And bloody hell, he gives other S-Class hunters a run for their money against co-op bosses. You will see him literally raining bullets all over the place, and that is really his best and quickest ability in maximizing damage. So everyone, pop back that chair, get ready your nachos and salsa, and enjoy the ride with Gunslinger doing what he does best, creating holes in all DMC screens. Hellfilth, can you just get the hell out of here? You stink, lady!
You stink!
Caliber and Karras lies flat on the ground with him, and Hellfilth is no different. With his dual pistol rainstorm, he hits hard and fast. His mortar strike seems like it would allow him to do a brute force method. Time for some nonsense in the coming weeks. This fat frog seems like the best punching bag for every new hunter, and likewise for Gunslinger Dante. With the usual dual pistol rainstorm, it allows him to dodge the attacks and attack from a land far away. There is a lot of invulnerability frames during this animation, making the frog eat the air. He is also excellent for Ice Maze phase, with quick firing and able to be on the go as always. everyone's favorite co-op boss, Meteor, with 4 irritating phases. But it doesn't phase Gunslinger Dante. And you guessed it again, dual pistol rainstorm. Spamming is just the way to go. It allows Dante to keep a good distance from her attacks and AoEs. And mortar strikes are good during the second phase against the second summon boss. He doesn't pose a threat when being mind controlled, since the AI is exactly not what it is supposed to be, more like an idiot. And against those 4 portal bosses, please, they are nothing for him. There we have it, my friends. Does this not give you enough reason to get him?
Are you not entertained?
He is now my most used hunter on top with Legend Seeker, especially when he can stay at a safe distance while doing 3-pointers all day long. Mirage Slayer needs to learn a thing or two from him, instead of always losing to Dante after gaining more power. Expect to see more of him in the future in co-op raids. He is truly a force to be reckoned with. Thank you all for watching. Like, share and subscribe while we will have at least another 2 boring weeks of reruns and players complaining about lack of content. But hey, Christmas is coming. Maybe we'll have something unique like the Halloween event?
Wait a minute!
God damn it, why am I jinxing everyone? Capcom and Nebula Joy, please ignore what you have heard just now. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Making yet again more questionable decisions in putting holes in demons like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you all getting tired with players moving the stupid Hellfilth laser away even when they are level 80 plus? Are you angry after shouting expletives in the group chat telling them to aim that damn thing at the Hellfilth, and after 3 minutes of clearing those 2 bosses, everyone just runs around like headless chickens with the laser pointing at them? Are you sick and tired when those high level players that don't know the mechanics just say, "Bruh, it's just a game, don't play it if we can't complete it"? Well, do I have the right product for you? Introducing Gunslinger Dante again, and he will solve all your problems with brute force. How do we do it? Fret not, fasten those seatbelts, get your Red Bull, and we will fly you through the skies of killing Hellfilth without you doing it. To quickly remove those shields, using dual pistol rainstorm is your best bet, especially when it helps to charge your MP bar. So to have faster MP bar, get cards that boost MP regen as much as possible, unlike mine where I need to farm battle ones and get good. But anyway, since this is the brute force method, it doesn't matter which eye you choose. You just need to charge your MP bar. You can purposely move the laser away from Hellfilth and let Karma bite back at the other players. Wait, that means I am actually extending the fight myself. Here comes the Haymaker, Mortar Strike. With his shield ignore ability on top of the shield breaking ability, holy shit! 30% HP off the bat. Please prepare your hazmat suits, we are not liable for any radiation fallout on you upon performing this skill. And as you can see, It is one of the best ulti together with Endless Judgment's ulti. With the only thing weaker is that it can actually miss. See that whiff? Even though the target was on the hand, the nuke totally whiffed for no damn reason. The shoe wasn't even broken on it. Like dude, an AoE effect whiffing is like saying jogging with a pair of running shoes, but you will always be jogging on the spot instead. And the finale, the final mortar strike. Boom! Still contemplating with the Gunslinger Dante, my friends? Are you sure? Are all these reasons not enough to justify getting him? He is meta for end content since this co-op is definitely around every damn week. Versatility helps in every manner. And since his banner ended just a few days ago, save up those diamonds if you missed him and throw it on him during his rerun. Another hunter is working as intended. Am I seriously playing the right game? Thank you all for watching. Like, share and subscribe and you will see what nonsense I'll be cooking up next week since this is another boring rerun banner week. And please Capcom and Nebula Joy, don't give us a shitty Christmas even like Halloween. We need 2 weeks to cover from that mediocrity. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Always making questionable decisions for you all to ponder. Before heading into the holiday season, we have finally gotten a new hunter, Santa Claus Dante! Ha! Just kidding. It is freezing Tempest Dante, the support damager? I am very confused at the YouTube video from Capcom and Nebula Joy, but the best way is to get down and dirty with him. Being the old man Dante which we all love in DMC5, his Bruce Lee nunchuck skills are finally put into good use. Using my doctorate of bullshit skills on my initial impression, old man here is more of an armor breaker support than a damage support. And he has a lot more frames of dodge cancel to safety, unlike Peerless Legend. What a cool name, but he is really only used strictly for support. Alright, you guys are sick of the comparison. Let's get into the action. But before that, gacha time! Very lucky with getting him by winning the 50-50 chance, saving me tons of diamonds to use on him in the step up banner in the near future. Plus, I got his signature weapon on the first 50-50 as well. His best MP charging attack is his normal combo A, with many hits and that goes fast and furious without the help of family. My build for him is MP regen focused since his ulti Ruler's Smite does a respectable 5000+% damage. Why do I do that since he isn't meant to be a damage dealer? Let's see his style skill Ice Age. Unlike useless Mirage Slayer, this skill actually does draw in demons when activated at base S grade, and with enough hits, the demons turn frozen. This is a good crowd control ability, especially useful for Demon Chorus and Fallen Choir to bring them in and hit them Bruce Lee style since his air attack just sucks. Fallen Choir becomes easy to manage since they will be vortex down to the ground and you can hit them with his normal fast attack. And his Ice Age is very good against shield demons, making quick work of them. And not to mention, the bit of heal from the green crystals does help in a pinch. Now comes the Haymaker, Ruler's Smite. With this build, you can pull in the demons and hit them with the sweet 5000+% damage to finish them off fast. His cooldown for Ice Age is fast, so we can keep up the pace with my super MP regen build. Fun with co-op raid bosses since you'll be spamming his ulti and Ice Age extremely often. The only bad thing about his long animation attack, there is zero invincibility, so there is a chance where you can get nuked by a big hit. So definitely take care, my dudes and dudettes. His other noticeable skill, his QTE Turbulence, dealing 4000+% damage. At least it stays in place and attack animation is fast, which makes it fast for you to recover from the attack since there is no hit stun from this on big units. Sadly, can't be used much besides in regular PvE content. Oh, freezing Tempest sucks in the event. I almost died against Caliber, blah blah blah. I think the developers dubbed along the way and gave us a level 1 version to use. And it was one of the time where I had to do some proper dodging and attacks to survive, man. That is nonsense, but let's put this nonsense aside. Is he good? I would say not too bad if used properly. So far I've been able to get him to MVP for quite a few of the co-op raids, especially against the likes of Endless Judgments, Count Thunders and Legend Seekers. But to have him a lot more usable, at least SS to trigger Smite after hitting his ulti to buff up his support and damage skills. So in short, reliable crowd control with armor breaking skills and decent damage dealer. Get him if you don't have Eternal Nightmare. Wait a minute, he is just right below him in the banner. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe so we can all go on more train wrecks and have fun together. Next week, Freezing Tempest will be showcasing how effective he is against those nasty co-op bosses and see what is the crappy Christmas event they will give us. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Questioning life decisions once again while using Old Man Dante.
Bruh.
Continuing on the tradition of kicking co-op bosses' ass, Freezing Tempest will let hell freeze over.
Night! Hell freezes over.
He channels the power of Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris in him, flailing his doggy Cerberus around like a toy, hitting bosses or just touching them like a pool noodle. Ironically, he uses his air combo a lot to close in the distance and stay away from harm. And he provides almost zero charges to his MP even with my 94% MP regen. What the hell, man? But anyway, this has not stopped me from freezing Hellfilth and media. But for Peerless, I will explain why he can't really do anything to her. So buckle up, boys and girls, we are going on a journey of enlightenment and whether you should waste your time with him. Hellfilth in SOS She is absolutely nothing for him. As long as your teammates don't derp and run away like a headless chicken with the laser, he will definitely MVP with his Ice Age and Ruler's Smite. Ice Age itself is good for the Red Shield Eye, but he is usable for the multi-hit Shield Eye since his normal attacks are fast and flashy. Just one charge of Ruler's Smite to get the job done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. DMD media is surprisingly easy for him. She doesn't dart around much, so Ice Age lands very easily on her for that bit of heal, and he can either normal combo A on the ground or do the aerial combo. Aerial combo helps more since Media's attacks are all ground based, so stay in the air like Maverick to stay alive. A big problem is, since he is primarily a support armor breaker, the summon boss's killing phase is the part where he sucks the most. I have never been able to kill a single boss on my own. Holy shit, Batman, are you useless? But after surviving the AoE, just do the usual and game over, girl. Now comes Paraslow. This fight, as we know, is the worst co-op boss fight as you need to keep up with her when she flies around like a mad woman. With his useless skill set, he will always miss his Ice Age, hit less than 10% of his combo A, and his aerial combo is almost useless. And the usual big hitters will be from the game Virtue Will Not Cry, since they are all built as the ultimate co-op boss killers. The only plus part about Old Man here, the armor breaking phase, but every hunter can do it anyway, just that he does it a teeny bit better. The best I can do is second after spending so bloody long in the fight, no thanks to his sucky kit. So what have we learned here, my friends? He is usable in co-op. Only Parent Nope should be avoided since he can never keep up with her. She is like a hard to get girl, always wanting to avoid and friend zone Old Man. But it doesn't make sense since he is a real man in the game. However, justified to have him in co-op? Actually yes, if you have a Count Hunter in the team since he provides a good debuff on top of armor breaking. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more nonsense and shenanigans to be churned out by me. I have no idea what to do next week. Hopefully my powerful brain will allow me to do something for everyone to laugh at and realize how sucky I am. Till next time, Merry Christmas and game on! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Lionel's Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, questioning life's decisions yet again on Old Man Dante.
Bruh.
To all the naysayers about him, he is still one of the few in the top ranks of the hunters against co-op bosses. Why would I say that? Looking at this week's co-op, the Fat Frog is supposed to be his bane since it is his element. But guess what? I have managed to conquer this fatty time and again as MVP, and a few times against the likes of Count Thunder. The thing about him is, he has buffs after using Ice Age that improves his survivability, so he can definitely take a lot of hits from this fatty like Devil Crusher. With my high MP regen build, this old man is able to spam his ulti often to zap zap and freeze the fatty even further.
Let's kick some ice.
Let's get ready with those Red Bulls and Mountain Dews to see how well he can take on this monstrosity. Always be mindful of his Ice Age. There are times where it can whiff as its hit frame needs to be very near, so dodge in as near as possible before activating. As we need not bother about Baah's attacks since they are just annoying and not extremely powerful, use his basic combo A to charge up the MP bar and keep spamming that shit. Ice Age whenever it is ready to get the bit of heal and also the defense buff to survive the cold. I try to keep my ulti and use it at the start of the second phase. Usually the fatty will do the ice bomb thing and devour, so if it devours you, he will miss and opens up for everyone to kick his ass. His ulti and Ice Age is extremely good here since he gets to kill the other fire frogs to get the temporary immunity to prevent yet another annoying freeze state, which also allows you to keep kicking its ass. The Ice Maze phase is stupid, since the targeting is forever bugged and all attacks can whiff for no reason even if you are next to it. This is the longest phase for him, so bear through the crap and just prepare to finish off the fight next. The last phase is just spamming Ice Age and ulti as usual, dodging if the fatty is hungry, or time your ulti when he is about to jump over and have a meal with you. Before you know it, the game over, fatty! So what can we say, my friends? He is more than competent on all co-op raids with the MP regen build. Since his ulti deals a ton of damage and spamming it often definitely helps in allowing him to impersonate Bruce Lee. And with the buff from Ice Age, he can take a shit ton of hits even without invincibility when the animation of his ulti is ongoing. The only bad thing about him is his air attack, absolutely useless like Peerless Legend. Thank you all for watching my friends. Leave a like, share and subscribe for more nonsense coming your way. As I continue to hope for Iron Saga Versus to officially launch after finishing up the open beta over Christmas, I will spend some time with other hunters to see what else I can bring to the table. Till next time, happy hunting and game on! Oh wow, you made it this far into the video. Thank you for watching this long ass video. And wow, this game is reaching its first anniversary. How fast time has flown. I sincerely appreciate you all for supporting this teeny channel. It is just a nice hobby I'm doing to keep my video editing skills relevant when possible. I have seen some commenters talking about, some kind of team combo, which is something I have not thought about actually, since the game is all about using one unit to kick everyone's ass and playing Virgil Will Not Cry. Next week, I will definitely think of doing that until a new hunter appears, especially when this game can last 4 years in China, so that means there are definitely more hunters coming our way. Lionel here, signing off until next time, happy hunting and game on!